Hello you guys, welcome to our video parent meeting. So we have some updates for this season for Dazzler Cheer. We had some different things kind of going on. So many of you may have heard that we are planning on moving. We have been working on this move for quite some time now, actually 4 to 5 weeks, actually a little bit more, but 4 to 5 weeks ago we found a building that meets our needs, and we've been trying to make all the logistics work. But we were planning originally to move in October 1st, but here it is October 1st, and we've postponed the move over to November 1st. So we will be moving to our new location November 1st. This location is off of 12th Street West and Avenue N. It's near the Girl Scouts building in that business district by Garrison Family Medical Group. So when we took over Dazzler Cheer, we had taken over and assumed the lease, and inside of the lease has different spikes of increases of rent to meet the market value of commercial real estate for lease. So the first big one comes in January, and it's a 26% increase. So over every single month, 26% increase. And looking at the logistics and running all of the different calculations and stuff like that, it was just not going to work well for the gym. We had incorporated new programs to try to offset any attrition from change of ownership, and it was just not enough to match. So looking around the bend, we were looking for something that's going to suit our needs a little bit more financially, and so we found this building. We are going to merge Dazzler Cheer with Height Gymnastics, and we're going to be under one roof. So we're going to have everything that you see at Dazzler right now currently, with all the different floors, plus we're going to have the trampolines and the gymnastics equipment inside of there. And it's a large enough square footage where the floor plan all works, and we have our own floor, we have our different technique floors and everything like that. So we're really excited. This will be taking place, like I said, November 1st. We are planning on moving in, so we're just still working out all the logistics. So this is the first official announcement that we're kind of making. You will see some videography going on, and if your child is up for being interviewed as far as, you know, the joy or benefit they've had at their time with Dazzler, then that would be super appreciative, because that goes out to some of our business sponsors that we are working with to help make the move work and make it happen. So with that being said, that's kind of the update on the actual studio, the facility of Dazzler Cheer. And we have some updates on the competitions and the showcase as well. When discussing with the coaches, we've always had it in the back of our heads that we're going to try to switch from 3-month seasons to 6-month seasons. And there's really no good opportunity to make that switch. Ideally, you would want to make it at the beginning of the season, which we were planning on doing, but we just missed the opportunity for this season. But as we started getting into this fall season, we started to notice we had a couple of changes of coaches on some of the teams. We had to merge some of the teams over, and the coaches feel really pressured and not quite ready for showcase and competitions coming up at the later parts of this month. So the showcase that was planned on being October 12th, we're planning on moving to January 11th. The competition for October 19th, we are moving to January 18th at Kaiser High. October 26th competition, is going to be moved to January 25th at Sierra Vista. Now, one of the big changes that we're noticing on the Shark competition circuit is they took our Knott's Berry Farm competition that's normally in April-May time, and they moved it into March, which does not coincide with our spring season, because as you guys may know, our spring season normally starts February 1st, and which would only allow 1 month to get ready and prepped for Knott's Berry Farm. So there is a Knott's Berry Farm competition that is on February 2nd. So I'm going to open that up to individual teams, And so individually per your team, we're going to have a parent meeting specific to that team and with the coach. And we're going to decide which teams actually want to shoot for that Knott's Berry Farm competition, and then open up sponsorship opportunities for individual businesses or fundraising opportunities to help those families make it to Knott's Berry Farm. Because the dates, like I said, don't coincide with our spring season normally going to Knott's Berry Farm. And I feel that Knott's is a really strong tradition for Dazzler families, and I really want to continue that tradition. So we are moving our banquet, as we were supposed to do that in June. We're moving our banquet to December 7th. That is going to be a holiday potluck. It's currently scheduled to be at the gym, but I am currently looking for other facilities to make that happen. So that will be at the new gym. If anybody's interested, it is 41338 12th Street West in Palmdale. So it's very close to the Dazzler location currently, right off of Avenue N in that business district, like I was saying. So we will be in there November 1st, and then we're having our banquet is going to be December 7th. And then we are having our next competition is actually the showcase. The showcase is going to be January 11th. And then the first competition will be January 18th. And then January 25th at Sierra Vista. Following that, we have the end of the season right at the end of January, and that would be Knott's Berry Farm, which would be that February 2nd Sunday competition. So if you guys are interested in that, please get with your teams and let us know what your thoughts are. With the uniforms, we had some issues getting all of the deposits in on time, and I was told to just order the uniforms that had actually been paid for, and I feel like showing up with half of our competition teams in a uniform and the other half being postponed just because the deposits weren't in on time and everything, I didn't feel comfortable with that, so I waited until we got most of the money and still haven't gotten every single person that's on our teams with uniforms completely paid up for. So that was going to switch our timeline over with the uniforms, and so the uniforms were scheduled to be here without any heat press or anything on them after showcase. So that's hence another reason that we were trying to switch the 3-month seasons over to 6-month seasons, because the coaches and I, none of us feel comfortable going to showcase or competitions without all of our kids in uniforms. And so one of the solutions that we have for that is Brooke and I have been working on starting our nonprofit foundation again. So that way we can actually get different grants and help provide opportunities for specific sponsorships for those kids that may not be able to provide the funding for the uniforms on time. So that way, if you know of any of those families, then we can actually provide those opportunities, so that way the whole team doesn't sacrifice the opportunity for having the uniforms in on time, and we can all be properly attired for our competitions and everything like that. So we went back and we've submitted the order for the uniforms to be here. Switching to the 6-month season will be a lot easier to get the uniform deposits in on time, collect all the money, and then put the orders out, because sometimes there's a huge delay in overall production time. So that's kind of what we were focusing on to try to accomplish. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to comment below. Feel free to text the Dazzler chat line. I've been pretty busy with the lease negotiations on both sides and different things like that. So that's kind of what we're planning on accomplishing. And yeah, let me know if you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, and that way I can address them as they come up and make sure that you guys feel comfortable. I know it will be slightly inconvenient for a lot of families, especially those who took off of work. So I do apologize greatly for the inconvenience, as it's kind of just being sprung upon you. I do apologize, but I think long term it is going to be best for Dazzler, and to make sure that these seasons can run consistently and efficiently throughout the years. So I do apologize for the immediate convenience, but I definitely think that this is a long-term solution that we can make sure that we don't run into any of these problems again. So, all right, you guys, again, thank you for your guys' continued support, and thank you for everything you guys do. Really looking forward to the continuation of this season, and looking forward to serving these kids to make sure that they have the proper gym, the facility, and the coaching that they desire and that they need. So thank you so much, you guys. All right, you guys have a good day. All right, bye.